All right, good evening, everyone. I'm going to do a real quick market update and take a look at the SPY and the triple Qs this time. Just to show you guys another look at the overall markets and what the markets is showing us. All right, so it's now Monday evening, 9/11/2023. It's about 9:25 p.m. I just want to go over how markets close today and what the momentum in tool is showing us and what the VIX is showing us. I did not get a chance to look at the VIX yesterday, so we'll take a look at that here in a second. But let's start off by taking a look at the SPXA 200R. Again, it's the tool that tracks the percentage of S&P 500 companies that are trading above the 200-day moving average. And anytime, again, you get around this 50 level, we can expect to see some type of movement. So right now, we see so right now we have price action hovering right around, the percentage hovering right around 48. Around 48. So between 40 and 50. That's what it looks like on the candlesticks. All right, so right around 48, 50, right around a level that we could possibly see a bounce. Now we do have CPI data and a lot of data coming out this week. So anything is possible by the time we reach the end of the week. We could see, a big move down, a break below support, or we could see a move up and break above the 20 per moving average. So that's something that we're watching and see what the overall momentum is showing us. Right now, the overall momentum, we are showing a 48% of stocks trading above the 200-day moving average, which is not a positive sign, but we are hovering right around that 50% level, 50% level participation in overall markets. So we're looking to see if this number changes much as we go through the rest of this week. If we get a big bounce back above this 20 per moving average, say we get above and then we hit around 55% of stocks trading above the 200 moving average, then we can have something going on. But we need to pay close attention to this momentum indicator and see what it shows us as we start to get the data dump on this week. Look at the CCI. It does like it wants to turn up, but anything is possible. When it's percentage, like it looks like it wants to turn up. Stochastics likes want to turn up. Right now, it's still below that 50% level mark. Okay. Enough said there. Now let's take a look at the VIX. Look at the daily chart of the VIX. It is showing that it could see a bounce. So a lot of conflicting stories. Here is a daily chart of the VIX. We're gonna look at a couple different time frames. Here's a daily chart of the VIX, and if you look at what we are seeing here, markers. So it looks like we have been found some type of support possibly right around this level, right around this 1380, 80-ish level. We're in oversold territory, but could we go lower? We could go lower. Look at the TTM squeeze does show us an oversold territory. Look at the full stochastics. What I want to point out is that like it may possibly made a low down here, like it's trying to go higher already. Same thing with the win percentage, like it's trying to go higher on the VIX, and same thing with the CCI. So the VIX is showing us that it could possibly be setting up for a rally. So we have to wait and see if that's what happens. Okay, the oscillator is showing that it wants to turn up. We're in oversold conditions on the VIX, so that would be a negative against our market. All right, so keep that in mind no matter what we see on the SPY triple Qs. The VIX is showing us that we could possibly see a bounce. All right. All right, so that is that. That's a daily chart of the VIX. Let's take a look at a weekly chart. This weekly chart is telling us more of a story. Excuse me, folks. Here's the weekly chart of the VIX. Again, it's hovering around a level of support, like it wants to go higher and break above this 20 per moving average. So that's something that we need to keep close attention to as we go through the rest of this week. And if we bust above this 20 per moving average on the weekly order daily, we could see some big reversals in our overall market to the downside. Now let's take a look at the SPY itself. I marked out some possible targets here for the SPY on the downside and the upside. So again, we need to see how things pan out with this data dump. But right now we're hovering right around a level of resistance already on the SPY. So that target is around 453. 453 is a near-term target. Around 453 for the SPY. And if we find a way to break above this trend line, then we could at least go up to challenge 459 right around here where we saw it back on 724. And if we break up all that, we would have to move this calendar out to see where some other levels of resistance. And it looks like we have a resistance level right up here where we see price action hit around 480. That's around January of last year. But before we even think about the bulls even making that run, we have to contest with where we are now. All the momentum, look at the momentum indicator, is shifting in favor of the bears. All these light dark blue bars showing the momentum. The upside is dying out. Look at the full stochastic, it's trickling lower out of overbought territory already. Whereas percentage is stuck in the center. CCI looks like it wants to trend lower. So we got some conflicting stories, but it looks like the near term we could see, excuse me, folks, possible movement up to this level right here, which is around 452. Or if we break through that, we could see move up around here, 459. Move up there or move up here. All right, that is the SPY. So let's take a look at the triple Qs. All right, triple Qs, here we go. Upside possible target. First level right around here, which is around 381. Second level right around here, the ultimate high that we reached and started reversing from back in July was around 385. So 385, the second target on upside, and right around this candlestick here is 381. 381 would be a first level, next level of target on the upside for the bulls if we find a way to rally. But look at the volume, folks. On the way up, the volume is tapering off. That's not a good sign for the bulls. Look at this volume tapering off. With price actually trying to go up. That's negative divergence. So that's negative for an overall bullish thesis. Now, on the downside, looks like we have support right around here. That's around 3. Sorry, folks. That's right around this level here. Let me clear this first. So right around this 355-ish, 355, around 355 is where we got some near-term support where we could see price action pull back to. Then if we break below that, you can see price action pull all the way back down here to 335. So that is the downside look at the triple Qs. Upside look, we could see price action march back up to this level, which is right around 385. Or we can see price action march back up to this level, which is more precautionary. So again, we have some support. Resistance right up around 381, and then resistance again right up around 385. Then we have support down here right around 355 and 335. So with that in mind, pay very close attention to what happens on the data dump. Again, look at the momentum. The momentum, even though we having a short-term upward movement on earlier today, the momentum is in favor of the bears as the momentum is steadily getting weaker and weaker and weaker. All right. So hopefully this very, very short Monday night update will help some folks. And before I go, we're going to take a look at one more thing. Clear on. Which is the What I want to look at? I forgot what I want to look at that quick. So we took a look at all the major indices. Oh, I want to look at crude oil. Okay. And crude oil is like it is stuck up here at this level. But if we do get a break to the upside, this could really, really catapult crude to up towards 90. All right. So wanted to point that out that crude is still, in La La Land nowhere. Like it just doesn't want to go up or down. If we get confused as far as which way crude could be possibly going, let's just pay attention to where we are now. That's the level. It seems to be where we are petering out there. This looks like an area of resistance made up to this level, and then look the candle. This is almost a doji. Signs of a possible reversal, which could be short-lived if we do get that reversal. That's just food for thought. Just a little freebie there. All right, folks, this is all I have for you guys. Hopefully, something you guys can use. Tim Davis signing off until we meet again.